A very good evening to viewers and listeners. I'm Zainab Muhammad with Safalma News in Brief. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, says the hosting of the first UN World Trade Organization Global Conference and Cultural Tourism by Nigeria in Lagos will be a huge platform to showcase Nigerian culture to the world. Speaking of the fallout from the just concluded UN World Trade Organization conference, the minister says the United Nations World Trade Organization scholarship for Nigerians will also stimulate more interest in the tourism sector among entrepreneurs.
Accounts for 3% of the global GDP, and this is about ranging about 2 to 7% of the GDP of countries all over the world. In addition, revenue from the creative industry, according to the UN estimate, is about $2.25 trillion.
Countries along Sudan, Savannah, and Sahel region will this year experience flooding and early succession of rainfall that will accompanied by dry spell. This is part of the findings of weather forecasters from 17 countries who covered in Abuja and analyzed the condition of the region.
Getting their eyes more shined, and as it is, a lot of efforts are being put to access these funds to address issues of climate change.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has arrested one Emmanuel Akata, a drug baron behind ₦3 billion tramadol deal involving the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police Abakari, lead to intelligent response team. He was nabbed on board to Abuja at Murtala Muhammad International Airport on Wednesday, 13th April, following his illegal involvement in importing large consignments of tramadol and other illicit drugs. He was believed to own pharmaceutical and plastic manufacturing companies, which he uses as a cover to import illicit drugs into the country. In addition to operating 103 account banks used to launder money, NDLEA says Akati come under watch last year after 5 cartons of tramadol, 225 milligrams was seized from his tab and sold to undercover police officers from then carry lead RTI of the Nigerian police. The price of carton of tramadol was negotiated at 17 billion naira each, as against then black market value that ranged from 18 billion naira to 20 million naira per carton in Lagos. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, has decided to extend its ongoing strike by 8 weeks. The decision was reached at its recent National Executive Council meeting. ASUU, in a statement from its national president, Emmanuel Oshadike, says the extension is predicated on the fact that recent meeting with the federal government negotiating team is yet yield results. ASUU therefore advises members to wait for the directive from national leadership of the union on its issue of the ongoing strike. The activation of 2022 Electoral Act is stimulating interest among the younger Nigerians to register in the ongoing continuous voter registration exercise in order to exercise their franchise in 2023 general elections. Reports indicated that a visit to some of the registration centers in Port Harcourt shows that more people are taking the advantage of the period to register, transport to under polling units, and make corrections where necessary. That's ends of Safalma News in Brief. Thanks for staying with us.